Good morning everyone, this is Silverwolf and I thought I'd do a video that people have been asking for today. I hope you're all having a good week so far. I know it's only Tuesday, it's a bit murky outside here, but other than that it's okay. One of them's awake, so that's okay. Luckily the old one's quite quiet compared to these ones who never shut up. Anyway, first of all I like to do the shout-outs. So, shout-outs today go to Kimberly, Crazy Ray Ray and Tata the Furby, Alelia the Crazy Furby, NBHRL9, that's an interesting name. Hi to Anthony, hello. Kyle Sellers, Isabella Cantafio, Josanna Richmond, M Smith, Colin Gaming 9, Furby Connect, Crystal Heart 10, Lagaya the God of Worlds, Jennifer Summy, he's going to sleep. That is aka Woodfix 303. Little Anna, Snow TCL, the Cupcake Lover and Cosmo the Furby, and Fuzz Toast. So those are the shout outs for today. Now, in this video I'd like to talk about the differences and how far the technology has come from the original 1998 Furby to this year's, the 2016 Furby Connect. As you can see, this one's awake, but quite quiet unless you tickle him or something. I think I may have done a similar video to this, but this will basically be talking about the technology and how things have changed because people wanted me to do a proper comparison between them. So, you can see that this one is clearly bigger than the old one. The old one is more compact. Also, this one's got fabric ears, which have a, basically it's got a piece of plastic inside that supports the ear so it can move up and down when the Furby talks. They've got similar beaks. Well, I can take his mask off without him waking up. But that one's going to sleep now. Come on, wake up. No, he's gone to sleep. He's gone to sleep. The reason I wanted him to stay awake is because he's got this thing where he keeps, when I wake him up he goes to sleep straight away. And I did fix it, but it keeps happening. So if he happens to do that, then, well, he'll happen to do that. But I did fix it, and that's why I was keeping him awake. Because he was fine last time I used him, and then today I fixed it again, so. But anyway, looking at them, they've both got the same sort of beaks. This one is bigger. The mechanics and everything on this are a lot more noisy. He's got nice little eyelashes here, whereas this guy doesn't. He's got the LED eyes, which you'll see in a minute. Also, the mechanics for them, their movement, this one can wiggle sideways, this one wiggles backwards and forwards. So this one is actually, if you look at him, he is completely flat on his base. This one's got a rocker on his base so he can go backwards and forwards. He's broken up again. Oh, he's actually okay, he's not going back to sleep, so that's good. They've got the same sort of design with the feet. He's got little rubbery feet. I also noticed something with these ones, because I was wondering why the feet were rubber. But if you do this, his feet act as grips, so he doesn't fall off the table if you shove him forward like that, which is quite useful. Whereas that one, well, you can just, you know, I won't, but you can just give him a shove and off he goes. Unfortunately they can't fly though, so that wouldn't be a good idea. Don't shove your Furbies off the table, because we care about Furbies in this universe here. So. See, he's happy. There, he's happy about not being shoved off the table. Okay, looking at the backs of them, he's got a big fluffy sort of fuzzball for a tail, and he's got this little lion type tail behind him here. This one does nothing, and as we know, if you pull this one, he farts a lot. So waking this one up, we can see them both in action. Don't know what I'm doing the same thing as to wake up them. To wake this one up, obviously you shake him about. Yes, that wasn't very nice, sorry about that. This one you just wiggle his antenna.
Morning! Early Furb gets worm. Nasty.
So, looking at the language they use. Now back in '98, when you first got a Furby, he would know only Furbish. Yes, he's learning too.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Jingle bells do rock.
They do, it's true, but I wasn't talking about Jingle Bells. So basically, when you first got the Furby in 1998, he would know only Furbish, and you were put under the impression that he learnt English through interaction. However, this was not the case. What actually happened was the English program would write itself in while you were playing with him. So he'd learn English whether you taught him it or not. The more you played with him, the more English he spoke. He couldn't record things, he couldn't learn swear words or anything like that. He was just programmed. Everything in him was programmed. Unfortunately, he didn't really learn that much. But of course, if you were nice to him, he was happy, and if you were nasty to him, then he wasn't. So.
When I try dancing and prancing, how about ringing and jingling?
There we go. He's going back to sleep again now. But you can see the movement of this one is a lot more stiff. Whereas he has got more places of articulation inside him that help him move more smoothly. And his ears wiggle and he moves from side to side much more smoothly than the old one. I'll wake him up again. Maybe he'll stay awake this time. Nope, he's got stuck in that glitch that he has. But,
Jingle bells do rock.
the mechanics of this one are much more quiet. He's quite noisy when he moves, and you can hear all his little joints and things moving, and it's quite noisy, whereas he is much, much quieter, which means the technology has come along that far that now you can get something with a fairly realistic movement, if you can call flappy ears and wiggling from side to side realistic.
Jingle, jingle.
Yeah, jingle bells. Yeah, so you've got something with a fairly realistic movement that also moves smoothly. And of course, not forgetting these LED eyes, which are very animated, and he's got like little pictures appear in his eyes and things like that, unlike this one, who had more realistic eyes. I'll open them up there. You can see his eyes are more realistic. And there was a thing going around the internet years ago where people would actually custom paint the Furby's eyes and take the eyes out, and they would paint inside them using like sparkly paints or whatever, you know. And they look quite good actually. There was a lot of custom Furby's going around at some point. So yeah, this one has got a sensor here, a sensor on his back, a sensor in his mouth, and something that is a bit different from the original one is this one is light sensitive. So if you turn him to the light, he can see that that's light, and if you switch off the light, he'll say, "Oh no, everything's gone dark." There you go, he's woken up now, he's actually behaving himself. So if I turn him to the light, he's sensitive to it. Turn him away, cover his eyes, and you can see that he knows when it's gone dark. Oh, he wants a kiss. Mwah. And he's got an infrared sensor here, which is how he communicated to his friends. Whereas this one, he does everything via Bluetooth, which does actually work better, in all honesty. These ones had to be facing each other in order to talk to each other, and doesn't matter with these guys, they'll just do it anyway. Although it would be interesting to find out how far away from each other they need to be in order to still communicate. So, I think that's pretty much everything I've covered here. You can see how much the technology has moved on from the original 90s. got the front sensor and the back sensor, and he's got side sensors as well. Unlike this one, who's only got 3 sensors. So, yeah. And funnily enough, that song he just sang has come through all the Furby generations. Every Furby has sung that song. These new ones will sing that song as well, which is nice. They've kept something going throughout the whole generations of Furbys. So it's been quite a lot of years since this one was released to the most recent one. You can see here how much the technology has moved on. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. They always like being petted. He's very happy. But they can't communicate to each other, unfortunately. They're just ignoring each other, you know? And of course he's got this sensor on his head, which lights up, which this one didn't have anything like that. So yeah, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. This is Silver signing off. Bye!